Welcome back. Sorry, sir. Welcome back, everyone, to the 5-day online program sorry, sir. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, welcome back, everyone, to the 5-day online program on innovation and acquisition of intellectual property rights under Atal Academy FTB scheme organized by IUC APRS. We are now at the third session of the third day. I now welcome Gopika to render the welcome speech.
Gopika, you will have to unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. I'll welcome Jason to replace Gopika. I think Gopika is having some network issues. So I'll welcome Jason to render the speech.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Most respected dignitaries, respected chief speaker, respected director, and my dear friends, today when we convene our session on hands-on session on patent search, it is indeed great pleasure and happiness that we have an eminent resource person with us, and it is none other than Dr. Asha R. She is working as a research officer at the IPR Facilitation Cell of IUC IPRS CUSAT. Since July 2018, she did BSc and MSc in chemistry from Kerala University and PhD from Rajiv Gandhi Center for Biotechnology, Trivandrum, Kerala, with CSIR fellowship. She has 7 research publications in peer-reviewed journals on the topic of antimicrobial peptides, and she presented papers in various national and international conferences. She is also a qualified DST women scientist, C grade, and also a recipient of a DBT Traveler Grant, currently engaged in a facilitating patent searching, filing, drafting, and she is a resource person in many IPR webinars. She is here to deliver lectures on hands-on session on patent search. I'm so sure her expertise, knowledge, and resourcefulness on this topic will help us and may give us better insight in understanding the multiple areas of the issue and may provide us better research perspective on the topic. On behalf of the director, on behalf of the all participants who are gathered here, and my own personal behalf, I welcome her to this auspicious gathering. I expect that our academic exercise and our session may generate the decided result. I hope this will be resourceful and highly engaging session for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. So let me share my screen. So, am I audible?
Yes, please carry on.
So today I'm here to demonstrate the patent search. Actually, I want this to be an interactive session. So why this patent search is important and why the patent information is important. Actually, Dr. Ritesh has made my job easier. He has already introduced all these databases to you. So I hope at least you are remembering the names of the databases. Okay, so what is a patent information? So what all things you can get from a patent information? Any answer? So it contains scientific and technical information, then the information of on the legal status of that patent and its subsequent changes of the legal status, who all are the authors and the applicants and the owner of the patent and the transfer of the IP right and others. All these things you can retrieve from a patent information. So why it is important? Why this patent information is important in research? So when we do our research, what we do initially? We used to conduct a literature search, right? But at that time, actually, we are missing this huge load of information, that is a patent information. So we used to conduct search in non-patent literature, right? So actually, we are missing out this huge set of information. So actually, choosing the right patent and non-patent documentation can save money on R&D and duplication. So if you are doing a proper literature search, you can save money on R&D, right? Otherwise, they'll result in duplicated research. So that is one part. And if you're an IP researcher, if you're working with an IP related research, so you can do some empirical, if you want to conduct some empirical studies relating to patents, like if you want to collect the information about, so how many patents are there in biotechnology area or in specifically some microorganisms, or how many patents are there in some particular chemical compounds. So how many filings are there in India? All these things you can do with a patent database. Okay, so that kind of studies can make it easier by using this patent databases. So how can we collect this data? So we are here to discuss all these databases in detail. Like in the sense, I would like to give you a hands-on session. So you can search. You can use your laptop or mobile phone for search. I think with mobile phone, most of the databases have some problems. Now I have searched using my mobile phone. There are some issues with the mobile phone. So you can use the laptops or desktop for searching. Okay, so why these patent databases are important? Unlike this scientific and technical journals, so they are all the times they are like subscription based, like payment based database. But in patent databases are actually free of cost. So that's a specialty with patent database. So these are the patent database I want to discuss with you. So this already, Dr. Ritesh has already discussed about this databases. So IP India and USPTO, this actually dedicated websites, dedicated patent database for their own country's patents. Like in IP India, cover only Indian patents, and USPTO, that is a US patent database. So they are covering only US patents. But when it comes to eSpaceNet and PatentScope, actually these two databases covering, actually they have a broad coverage. In eSpaceNet, you will get patents from more than 107 countries, and that is they are covering more than 120 million patents. And in PatentScope, so they are covering more than 90 million patents. And there are other third-party patent databases like Google Patents and the paid databases. Okay, so 1 second. We can open a web page. And search I'll put in the chat box. So take this web page, everyone. Is it
Actually,
visible?
your web page is not visible. Yeah.
No, I am showing the chat box only now, sir. Actually,
Okay.
I'll show the website. So, is the chat box is visible to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, is it visible now?
Yes, yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Okay. Thank you. Can you see the eSpaceNet website?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the eSpaceNet website. Actually, they are covering more than 120 million patent documents. Okay. So here there are many options. Like you can do this is a simple search. You can do a simple search. Like you can give any like keyword search here. And there is an option of classification search. And there is an option of advanced search. So I'll be showing all these things. So just search mosquito swatter. Okay. Simply just type the word mosquito swatter. So like we do in the like Google search, just put a keyword like mosquito swatter and go to search
1483
button.
results.
Sorry.
There are 1483 results.
Yeah. So let me check. 483 results are there, right? Has everyone got this? I don't know how many of you are actually doing this exercise. So please put it in the chat box. How many results have we got? Yeah, everyone has got the same result, right? Okay, so if you look into the results, you can see that there is a telescopic mosquito and fly swatter. So there is a word fly swatter also. So it can be used as a mosquito and a fly swatter. So it can be used for mosquitoes and fly. And mosquito luring electric mosquito swatter. So you can see that when you search the term mosquito swatter, so there is a word which is like mosquito swatter is there and mosquito trapping electric mosquito swatter. So both the words are captured like mosquito and swatter, right? So if you want to get particular result, like more specific results, we can do a phrase search. Only this word, like you can give it in the inverted commas. So, sorry. Again, you can search. How many results now? Please unmute yourself and speak. If you want, tell something. Otherwise, it will be a problem. Okay. So how many results now? Anybody?
280.
Yeah, fine. So now we can see that what's the difference between this search and the earlier search? Any difference? Obviously, the number of hits are different.
Specifically mosquito swatters.
Sorry.
So it search only for that mosquito swatter.
Yeah,
Not
the
for,
word in between nothing has come,
Nothing
right?
has to come.
Yeah, the mosquito swatter come together in this search, right? So again, it is a specific search. So if you want more specific result, like if you check the whole result, there are some, I'll show you. If you want to get more specific results, you can do a classification search. So like Dr. Ratish was mentioning, so there is all these items, like all these technologies are classified under these 9 categories. So you can search the classification symbol for this mosquito swatter here. And with that classification symbol, we can search again. So just search mosquito swatter. Did you take this classification search? Everyone? Take classification search and put the word mosquito swatter. And you can the classification symbol of this mosquito swatter. So like Dr. Ratish was saying that there are some symbols, like there is a class, there is a subclass, there is a group, there is a subgroup. All these things will be there for defining a technology to give particular specific results in patent search. So it actually make the patent search easier. So search mosquito swatter. So you can see that there are manual implements other than sprayers or powder distributors for catching or killing insects, extra butterfly, example butterfly nets. So you check these symbols. So more specific is like A01M2200/00. Have you seen this?
Yes, yes. Please carry on, ma'am. We have
Okay.
seen this. Actually, I was switching to my laptop. The mobile was not very competent.
Yeah. So that's what I told you earlier.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So you will get the classification symbol of this mosquito swatter from here. So there is actually this is more specific symbol for this mosquito swatter. So you can click on this and search here.
Find patents.
Find patents.
Right.
So here what happens? So actually that symbol was not that specific. That's why you have got this many results, right? You can see that it's more for insect extermination, method of control of destruction of pest, all these things, right? So we need to get more specific into this classification. So go to classification search and search mosquito swatter. So you can search for this. So just search this thing, manual implements other than sprayers or powder distributors for catching or killing insects. So what does it mean? It's a kind of butterfly net kind of things. So I think that will be more specific, right? So you can click on that. Yeah, see. So there comes the fly swatters and everything, right? So finding the correct classification is actually a tough task. You have to use the correct classification symbol. Okay. So actually, this is the correct symbol for fly swatters, right? Can you see that?
Yes, yes, I can see it. Imran here.
01302. Right. So there also subclasses are there, subgroups are there. So it's actually searching all these things together because it's a group. Otherwise, you can you can search this. Have to uncheck this and give find patents. So how many results?
7,616.
Oh my God, I have got only 780 results.
Oh my, I think I did somewhere wrong.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Want me to show again?
Please, can you please again repeat that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So go to classification search and give mosquito swatter and search. And there is this manual implements other than sprayers. So we can use sprayers and powder distributors for catching or killing insects, right? So this is manual implements other than sprayers. So just click on that. So you'll get these things. So click on the fly swatter.
Only fly sweater.
If you click on fly swatter, it will automatically select all other 4 things because it's actually subgroup. But it will come only one will come here. A01M
Right.
3/02 and then click find patents. Okay.
I don't know. Again, the same result.
How many?
Again, 7,660. I think I am doing somewhere.
Sir, you have to remove that, the previous search.
Previous search will be there, sir.
Yes, that's
The
why.
previous classification will be there.
Maybe.
Can you see my window?
That 2200 search must be there.
Yes.
There is only one classification symbol now.
Shall I remove the inverted comma also within the mosquito sweater?
I have been given mosquito swatter here. You're asking about here.
Yes.
But you checked only this symbol, right? A01M3/02.
So do you find more than one classifications on the right top corner? So as you can see on Dr. Asha's screen, there is only one classification.
I got the result. 780 result.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. So again, see, we have got 780 results. So we need to more specific in results. We can do a advanced search. Okay. So there is an advanced search button here. So I am copying this classification symbol. Okay, I need this in. So in advanced search button, there is many fields. Okay. See, you can, if you click on the field, you can add more field here. So here only CPC is now CPC is there. If you want to change the field, you can change the field from here. Are you following?
Yes, I am following.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, sir. So, there are many fields. Like from here, you can see that all fields or text fields. Like if you click on this arrow, you can get this text fields. So before that, I'll show you one thing. Is my PPT is visible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Not the web page, right? You're seeing the
The web-
PPT?
The web page.
Web page is also visible.
Web page.
Sorry, one second. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So if you, this is a patent document. So I wanted to show you these things also. I forgot actually. So when you check a patent document, there are many fields. Like you can see that there will be a title. Okay. Here the title is nucleotide analog composition and synthase method. And there will be the inventor's name. So here it is there, and here also the all inventor's name will be there. And the applicant name will be there. And the application number and patent number, the date of grant, and there is an abstract. There will be claims, and apart from this, there will be this application. All these things will be there in a patent document. Okay, so there will be title, inventor name, applicant name, publication date, and priority dates, like and filing date. All these things will be there in a patent document. So when you search, we can give all these fields for searching. So that's what I showed here. The like 1 second. Yeah. So here you can select the field. So if you select all, it will give you all the fields, like all text fields or names. In text field, there comes the title. You can give title, abstract, description, claims, title or abstract, title, abstract, claims, or all text fields. So you can select all these things. Okay. And then if it is in names, you can give the inventor's name, applicant name, inventors or applicants. And in dates, you can give the publication date range. What all publication date. So you need some application which is published from 2010 to 2021. If you want that range, you can give that range also. And if you know some particular patent number, you can give this publication number and application number, all these things, and the classification symbol. So here I am giving sorry. So I'm giving this, just copy this classification symbol and give this mosquito swatter here. And add another field. Okay. So here you can select the classification symbol from here and give the earlier classification symbol. Okay. Are you following? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Then now we can search. So how many results?
714. Yes, right.
Okay. So if you can just change the fields and check the results. Again, 780. So give it in inverted commas and check. Sorry. So it's showing an invalid query, sorry. So just give mosquito swatter and this classification. So it is 714 results. So initially we have got around 1000. Yeah, how much? 1700 more result, right? Yeah, now it is 714 results. So it is more specific now. So now there is a option called filtering the results. Okay. So if you want to filter the results, we can like there are many fields. There is an option in filtering the results. There are filters. Click on the filters. So you can filter the results based on this different groups like countries, different countries, language and family, and this applicant country. So if you want application from so many countries, so China, Taiwan, Korea, US. So if you want only US application, click on that and apply. See, only US application will come. Okay. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Okay. So there is another option called, you can give all these things. Like if you are not comfortable with this field search, you can give all these queries here itself, the simple search terms, but you need to know all these. There are some shortcuts to search. So there is a pocket gate here. So when you log on to this eSpaceNet website, so you can see there is a pocket gate. If you click on that, so you can directly give these fields. Okay. Like if you want mousetrap in abstract, you can give AB equal to abstract mousetrap. Or if you want to this mosquito swatter in only abstract or only in title, you can give only just search in title. So they'll if you give, just I'll show you. Sorry. So TI is equal to, just give mosquito swatter. So that will search only in the title. Okay. See. So wherever the mosquito swatter is there in the title, it will give you the hint.
Ma'am, there is one query. Can I ask?
Yeah, sure.
So you mean that when we click on the pocket search,
Yeah.
we find a page like TI is equal, that is title. So if we search like TI is equal to mosquito sweater, we will only find the term in the title.
Yes, because you just check the pocket gate. It is a pocket gate, which is actually a manual for searching this queries in eSpaceNet. So we can see that.
And if we want to find it in title, abstract, or claim, we have to search CTXT.
Yes, CTXT. Yeah, yeah.
So this is for refining our search.
Actually, this is, you can do it in the advanced search option. It's there. But if you want to do it in, actually it is like a shortcuts.
Shortcut.
So if you are very well versed with this shortcuts, you can directly type it and get the result. Otherwise, you can go to the advanced search button and give all these datas. Like in a title you want this word, in abstract you want this word, or in classification you want this classification, and this many date range I want application from 2001 to 2020 or something like that, you can give. Okay, so
Okay.
if you are giving like I want suppose mosquito and fly, if you want both, okay, mosquito sweater and fly sweater you want, so then you can see, you can search like you can give this nested queries, like so you can see that there is in Pocket Guide, you can see mouse or a rat and trap. So like that we can give here. So in that means we want mouse trap and we want rat trap. So here also we can give mosquito or fly. So this you have to give in brackets, parenthesis, and then and sweater. See, then they'll search for mosquito sweater and fly sweater. Okay. See, mosquito and fly sweater, electric mosquito or fly sweater, fly killing device, all these things will come, right? Is it fine?
Ma'am, fine. 2283 results.
Yes, yes, okay. So then we can do this. I have told you this filters. And if you want to collect this data, like if you want to download this data, there is an option like just how many result you want. There is an option of downloading. Okay. So it will give you an Excel file.
Right, right.
Okay. So if you can get all these data. So then if you want to get, let me show you one more thing. Just click on any one result. See, can you see this window? About that patent, there is a window. So you click on any of the patent document. So this is a Chinese patent document. See. And if you click on this global dossier, it's not, some dossier will not work. I don't know what happened.
Yes, ma'am. Nothing.
Yeah, one second. So we can check another patent document. Sorry. Not able to going back this.
Ma'am, when we clicked on dossier, a new window has opened. So you can back on the page. It's already open.
Yeah, but there is a problem with my
No
one
issue.
second.
Please. Yes, yes. Please take your time.
Yeah. just check another patent document and there is. Sorry. I'll click on the global dossier. Has anyone got any hit on this?
No, ma'am.
No.
So I think there is some maintenance, I guess. I'm not able to go back to this. Rati sir. Rati sir, are you there?
Yes, Asha. Yes.
Actually, sir, I'm not able to going back to see the tabs actually. So it's actually stuck.
Why don't you stop sharing the screen and once again
Yeah.
try resharing it once again?
Okay. So if you go to global dossier, you can see the actually the events related to that patent application. So how many, like what all things is happening with that application in that with patent office. So all those things will be listed in global dossier. You can see that. I don't know
Asha,
what. Yes, sir.
just one thing. Look at any other patent document. You are looking at Chinese. Look at US or European
Yeah,
document.
yes, sir. Actually,
There you will find this updated status.
so that's the problem. Actually, when I click on this document, it's got stuck. I don't know what was happening.
So you can refine from countries. Select. Can you look over there because all of them are Chinese.
Yes, yes.
So you can look at countries and then from there, if you can refine using US and Europe, then maybe you can show them the global dossier over there.
Yeah, there is an US patent document.
Here you can click on the global dossier. Right. So
See.
here you find all the documents.
You can
normally,
find.
Yeah, it may not be updated. So that's
Yeah.
that may be one. So just to add on to what she's saying, global dossier is normally so you're providing this voluntary information to the European Patent Office. So the respective countries are not obliged, but then they can voluntarily submit this information. So the Chinese information may not be available or may not be updated, but then Europe and US, you normally find that the prosecution history from the filing, from the date of filing is normally available on the global dossier as well as on their respective patent office sites. So this basically is a collation of all the transmission or interaction that is happening between the patent applicant and the patent office over there. So right from filing till grant and even post grant. Yeah, Asha.
Yeah. So you can see that you can get all this information from this site. Like it is a European Patent Register. So you'll get the filing receipt or the notice of publication. Everything will be there in the this global dossier. So the abstract, you can get the abstract, the claims. This is actually on the filing part. Actually, what all things are happening in the patent process, prosecution. What all things happening in the patent prosecution. So that is there. Then there is another option. I want to show you that. So when you take the filters, yeah, you can give the countries of publication, the publication date, and the IPC class. So if you have some classes, so if you want to search patents on some particular class, you can give that particular class here and give sort this data and the applicants. So you can see that there are some applicants, like if it is some companies, if you want application from Samsung or something like that, you can check the company and check the applicant name and get the result. So all these things are possible in eSpaceNet. So it's actually whenever if you want to conduct a patent search, you can use eSpaceNet. That's the best option. Then I wanted to show you another website, that is PatentScope. So PatentScope is World Intellectual Property Organization's website. So here also you can do this simple search and advanced search. And I'll show you. So you can so go to this site. It's there in the chat box. You can click on that site. We got it? So this is the PatentScope website. So the specialty of this website is that you can do a structure search here. So before that, we can do this simple search. Same, you can search here mosquito swatter or anything you can search. So this is simple search. See, so there is they have introduced something in I think in March or this March. So they have introduced the non-patent literature also. So if you search something, they will look into non-patent literature also. Okay. So there is this is an option here. So include non-patent literature. So if you click on that, they will include non-patent literature also. And there is another option I want to show you that. Go to advanced search. So like that, you can give here. We have given earlier, right? This parenthesis and everything, operators based search. So you can give here, and you can, if you want non-patent literature also, you can tick here. Okay. Are you following? Not getting an error. Okay. And then there is advanced field combination, and there is an option called chemical compounds. So this is the specialty of this PatentScope. So actually, we usually do this chemical compound search. Actually, we can do this chemical structure search. So only this facility actually is there in only in paid databases. So this PatentScope has introduced this in actually free of cost. You can do this chemical structure search using this, but you will not be able to open it, because if you want to do a chemical structure search, you have to create an account. Then only it will be there. Just check it without logging into WIPO. Is it there?
No, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you want to conduct a chemical compound search, you have to log in. You have to create an account. Then only you can get this tab active. So here, either you can upload the structure, like you can select structure in mol files, like in ChemSketch or something, you can draw the structure and upload it. Or in structure editor, you can draw the structure, or you can convert the structure. You can just give the name here, just give any chemical name, and you can, they will convert the structure into, they will convert this name into a structure. So showing editor. So they will give you the structure. Okay. And with that, you can give a substructure search or an exact structure search. So either you want only this exact structure, you can click the exact structure search button. Okay. So all these things, you can translate this document if you want. Yeah. Okay. Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if you want to do this, you have to create an account, and only you can do this structure search. So now I wanted to show you the Indian patent website. So this is Indian patent website. So you can go to this site, put it in this chat box. Just click on that. So it's IP India website. So this is a site. Have you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Any participants?
Yes, we are on that particular page.
Okay, fine. So this is actually not that user friendly, but even then we can search for this patents. See here you can, there is two things like published and granted. So this is, if you want granted patents only, you can click on this. If you only published patents, you can click on this before grant. So if you want like published patent application, just from the date June, every Friday they will publish. So June 6 to June, July 16th, or just I'll give.
It's 6 April, I think. You have chosen 6 April.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. No, it's June. So it's other format.
Okay, all right, all right.
Okay. So if you want, I just checking all these patent application which is published within the date range from 4th June to 18th June. Okay. And you can give you have to give publication date. This is a field actually. Okay. We need the publication date within 4th June to 18th June. Okay. So, and give this captcha. Okay.
$352 documents.
352. Sorry to hear that. I have got 1,896.
Okay, I may be somewhere wrong in the date.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir. We can check it. But just look on the result. So there'll be an application number. There'll be a title, an application date, and the status, and the application status. So all these things you can get it from here. So if you click on the application number, okay. So the application date mentioned here. So if you click on the application number, so you'll get the title, the publication number, that means when it is published, the publication journal number actually, publication date, application filing date, and the classification, and the inventor's address, inventor's name, applicant name.
What is INA?
Sorry?
Publication type INA.
It is National Phase application.
Okay, national phase.
So here you'll get the abstract, the complete specification, everything. In some application, you won't get it here itself. So here you can see the abstract and complete specification. So if you want more details, okay, you can go to application status. Okay, click on that. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yes, ma'am.
So there is an internet connection problem with this. So we can see the status. So application status is awaiting a request for examination. Actually, the request for examination has not filed it. So that is, it's showing like this. After publication, they're showing like this, awaiting request for examination. So if you click on the documents, okay, so you can see what all documents that applicants have submitted in patent office.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So why all these things are important? If you want to conduct some kind of a study, like how many applications are there in some particular field, or how many applications are filing in particular date range or a particular year. So all these things you can retrieve from here, like this power of authority, the drawings, the complete specification will be here. So everything will be here in the document session. Okay. So that is Indian Patent Database. So now I wanted to show you something which is actually important in drug patent search. So I have seen there are some participants who are doctors. So I thought I can include that also. So there is a site called PAT Informat, that is WIPO site, WIPO site. So there you can get the drug patents. You know the problem with the drug patents. So you know that the drug discoveries have actually a tedious process. It's happening. I think it will take around 10 to 15 years to develop a drug. So what will happen when you develop a drug? You will file the, actually when it is an active ingredient, you will file the patent right away, right? From the initial stage itself, before actually getting the the drug application is processed, we will file the patent, right? So we won't be able to get the active molecule patent from this usual databases. Okay, so there are some solutions to this problem, like there is US FDA website. From there you can get the drug patents. So that is actually it will take more time. So I thought I'll include this session here, like PAT Informat. So it's actually a new website which is introduced by WIPO in last year. So you can search PAT Informat in your. I'll show you. It's there in the chat box. We can go to this website. You can search the pharmaceutical patents by INN. What is INN? Actually, it is a name given to those drugs. It is international non-proprietary name. Actually, it is given by WHO. So it is actually given after the development of the drug. So from initial stage, we used to file the patent. So in that case, we won't be able to get the product patents from usual this INN search. So for that, here they have given with a solution like, so here either you can search this INN here, or they have actually listed all the INNs here. It is a very limited number of INNs is there. So you can click on the INN and get the patents from here. Any drug, you can click on that. So Imatinib is here. So you'll get the patents. So now what is patents are there? So this many patents are there. Okay. So any drug you can click on this and take the drug patents from there. So it's also again, it's now what is alogliptin, Takeda. So all these. So if you search by this name in other databases, you won't get this patents. You can check that. If you are giving alogliptin and search it in European patent database or patent scope or in Google patents, you won't get these patents. Okay. So now I want to show you a USPTO website. So this is USPTO website. So here also you can do the same things, like there are field combinations and symbols, keyword search, and there is a key guide to give the queries. Like in eSpaceNet, I have shown you the pocket gate. Like that, there is a guide. From with that, like shortcuts, you can search all the items here in and you retrieve the patent documents. So that's all about a US patent database. And also you can, there is a site called US PTO Public Pair. So there, that is the public patent application information retrieval. That means, like in the case of Indian patent database, I show you the document section. Okay, so like that, we can get the prosecution history from this site or this of the particular. If you want to get a particular patent's prosecution history, you can give the number here and search that also. And so that's it. So if you have any doubt.
Ma'am, can you please give some more illustrations on how to search on USPTO?
USPTO, yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Or some other example.
Yeah. Sorry. It's there in the chat box. So if you go to the help, you will get how to use the operators, how to give the search terms, and everything will be there in the help topics. So just give mosquito swatter. So you can give the field here, like in eSpaceNet. So in which all field you have to search. So just in title, and you can give fly trap, fly swatter. You can give all fields. Okay. And search. Sorry. So we can give mosquito swatter here also. See, I've got this many applications. Have you got it?
Yes.
So there are some, actually there are some, there are some particular criteria to search in USPTO. That's what I told you. You can go to the help topics and take the all the operators. So then only it will work. Also, you can give the classification also. Here also there is, CPC classification is there. You can give the earlier classification. That same CPC only they are using. So you can give the CPC here and search. So what was our CPC? Is 01M3/00. Okay. So I'll put that also here. In CPC. So you have to select CPC here. Search. We haven't got any result, just mosquito swatter in all fields and so I don't know what is happening. Let me check. So I don't know what is happening. You can do that kind of search here also. So you can get the help from here and give the queries accordingly. So there are some operators. So it should be like that. Then only you will get the result. Okay. Any other queries?
Thank you very much. Wonderful session. Thanks a lot.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So any other concerns?
Ma'am, can you please throw some light if possible, if there is time and nobody is here interested in other questions? Is there any can you talk about some about the paid databases? These are all free databases which you have just talked about.
Yes, sir. Actually, there are so many paid databases. You know, all these law firms and they are using paid databases. So
Yes,
what the specialty with this paid database is actually we had an opportunity to use actually two of them paid databases. One is from Relicura and one is Total Patent One. So what the specialty is that, you know, all this actually, I have shown you the some features in eSpaceNet, like you can sort the result, right? With based on the country, based on the applicant. So all these things are actually some more advanced in this paid databases, and they will analyze the data. You know, there is one paid databases. Its name is STN, I guess. So there, actually, they will if there is a document is in some other language, so they will actually in that database they will actually translate the data, and they will that data also they will sort accordingly, and you will get so many graphs, like according to the application trend and application what the countries. If you want a pie diagram, you will get a pie diagram from there. If you want a bar diagram, you will get a bar diagram. So many facilities, like so many features apart from this free database. So that's why this law firms they are using this this kind of paid databases.
Okay, so they are having many more added features.
Many more features.
So ma'am, can you please let me know, because I am from Aligarh Muslim University and we are a very big campus.
Yeah.
If suppose what is the cost for subscription? Any rough idea if you have?
Yeah. Actually, we had taken this Relicura. I guess it was around 15,000 for 3 months. Ratish sir, is it? You can add on that. I think it was 15,000 per month. Yeah.
I think that varies depending on the database that you're using.
And the
So for
subscription based.
education institutions, it may be there may be some sort of a rebate in the subscription, so they may have special plans. You can also check up with your library. Maybe they may have subscription to any of these. At least I feel SciFinder is something that you may have access to, because most of these are provided by UGC. So that is, but then it is restricted only to carrying out search of chemical structure based molecules, but you can also carry out keyword search over there. But the limitations are that it covers mostly those chemical molecules, basically anything that's related to chemistry, and so it's not diverse, it's not versatile, that it does not cover all fields of technology.
Yes.
Others, as I said, you have this database which is used by the Indian Patent Office, Total Patent 1, but then it is costly. It is comprehensive. Currently, as of now, I think we have only used 2 of these proprietary databases, but I did use others while I was employed in the pharmaceutical industry. So there are a lot of databases, each offer some uniqueness, but then you don't find academic institutions normally subscribing to these patent databases. But what I've seen is, but you never know, maybe in the near future, since the government is focusing more on pushing these activities pertaining to acquisition of IPR. So maybe the government may also start thinking of introducing or providing these databases on a national level, maybe. So that is something that may happen in near future. But then as of now, I think it's based on the individual institution and the funds they have in subscribing to these databases.
Yes. Thank you, Ratish sir. Yes, sir. Actually, these days, most of the universities are having subscriptions to very high cost journals. So if the cost of the subscription of database is 15 or 20,000, I think the universities may in future, if it is required.
I
And
agree.
the innovation culture is increasing day and day. So in future, just for my knowledge, I was just intending to.
I think one more thing is people are not embracing the use of these databases, particularly in the academic context. So even if we had these databases, we only had very few of the scholars or teachers who were willing to use these facilities. So I think that is also a mindset which has to change.
Right.
But because we already have access to these journal databases, so most of the research scholars or the teachers refer to these databases rather than looking at patent databases. Well, as I said, there are some nitty-gritties that needs to be taken care of, because it's not possible for every individual to understand some of these patent documents. So they are complicated in the way they are drafted by these big companies. So that also could be one of the reasons that people shy away from looking at these patent literature.
Yes. Thank you.
So yeah.
But in some databases, I have seen that they used to do the filtering based on the technology. Like if it's suppose it is a drug delivery, I have searched for drug delivery vehicles. So you will get the drug delivery vehicles which is used for. You can sort that result in a way that if there is a drug delivery vehicle for cancer, you can choose it from there. But this kind of facility is not there in the normal databases. So we can choose it that particular. You can give more specific results from this kind of paid databases.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So any other thing? So I can answer. So if no further questions,
Participants, you may kindly post your questions in the chat box if you have any doubts, please.
okay, thank you all. So I think we can wind up, Sita.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, fine. I hope that nobody is left to ask any doubts if you have to ask, ma'am. I think in that case, we have come to the end of the session of the third day, the third session of the third day. Now I invite Gopika of second semester integrated Fiverr integrated LLM IP PhD to render the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sita. Good evening, one and all. I'm Gopika, student of ICRPRS. This is a great opportunity for me to express our gratitude. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Asha ma'am for this wonderful session on patent search. Ma'am had clearly explained the importance of patent information as it is helpful to save money, R&D, and duplication. We can get patent information from different patent databases like eSpaceNet, IP India, USPTO, etc. And now we are aware of how to make a specific search, classification search, etc., and how to filter search results. This gives information about patent filed in different countries and also the shortcuts for searching using pocket guides. Now we all are able to check the global dossier of patents having updates and events related to patents, including processes. Ma'am had mentioned about patent scope containing simple search and advanced search. And we have an idea about drug patent search, that is using a website that is PAT informed databases. And so now we have a clear idea of patent search of eSpaceNet, IP India, USPTO website, etc. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this valuable and informative session. Then I would like to thank Dr. M. Basi sir, IG Regis sir, and all other coordinators of this 5-day online attack, FDP on innovation and acquisition of intellectual property rights. And then I would like to thank ATAL for this wonderful platform, and to every participant once again, thank you everyone who made this platform a great success and a very memorable experience. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah,